How's it, guys? Adrian here,
JP here.
and we're Rugby Nerds. Again, thanks for joining us. We're keeping it shorter, like we mentioned. And now this video, pretty much, we're doing our quick analysis, looking at the team sheets, and then obviously we'll do our predictions. So as we touched on, I think let's just start with the first game, right? Argentina versus New Zealand.
Well done to the two teams going through. Not entirely the teams we thought were going to go through, but
you got it 4 out of 4.
I got 4 out of 4, but I know my rugby.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just going to quickly run through the team, or let's actually just run through the changes.
Yeah.
So obviously, changes. Cody Taylor's in the team. He's starting, but JP said it's a strategic change.
Yes. And Dane Coles is out. And I don't know the other hooker, Tamanati Williams.
No, he's not. That's a front row, that big front row. That's 140.
What is it?
Yeah, do you want to pronounce it in surname?
No, I don't want to announce that. Sami.
There you go. That's his name. What a talent. So if we look at the team, obviously we look at the matchups, right? They are, like I said, Lavanini. I laughed again on Saturday. He's such a risky player there on the TV. It feels like for me always he's going to go, just give it a little elbow.
But he played well again.
He played well. I thought Kramer played really well as well for Argentina. I know I didn't touch it on the previous year, but I thought he played really well. And the 8th man, Issa,
he's very good, and he's playing his 50th game on Friday evening.
Yeah.
So that's a big one.
I think up front it's going to be interesting for me. Look, Argentina isn't the old Argentina, like a strong scrummaging team.
No, they have a very good backline.
They do.
And we touched we touched on it on the previous video that their territorial game is outstanding.
Yeah, they for me they were excellent. I do think kicking down New Zealand's throat might be devastating.
Yeah, might backfire a lot.
Yeah, I think if you give New Zealand all that ball,
especially if Damon McKenzie's on the field. When he comes on, then
it can work out very negatively for you. But also, Mark Telea's in the team as well. We didn't touch on as well. He's been brought in. Very dangerous. He's one of those new generational wings again.
Yeah, he's very good.
Yeah, again, wings.
And they didn't hesitate to bring him back in. And the other wing didn't play. He played very well actually.
He did fine. But like I said, I don't think they lose anything. But also, if we look at the center pairing. Just New Zealand just looks so much better.
Yeah, we said it last week as well.
Yeah.
What a good team on paper. Richie Mwanga was brilliant last week. I think he's going to have a big game again.
Aaron Smith, you can see he's in for his last hurrah. He's playing really well. He's getting stuck in it like always. Especially you rate him quite highly. But if I just look at the squads, I
can't see Argentina beating them.
No, look, they've done it in New Zealand.
Yeah,
they've done it before.
And also, what we always say is that's when we play. I don't know why. I'm not saying Argentina's our bogey team because we seldomly lose to them, but it's so frustrating playing against Argentina
because they scrap.
Yeah, it's as if, and I'm not saying they don't, but as if they don't respect the game. Like when we play New Zealand, like it's kind of you respect each other on the field. They just like. They're so irritating team to play against.
Yeah, they're in your face. They're very pushy, shovey. They obviously play with tons of passion, which I sometimes think can be quite a bit of a drawback because you get emotionally charged and obviously you make mistakes. And that's where players like Lavanini can do bad things. Kramer can do that thing. But yeah, geez, man, if we had to choose a best 15 team out of these two teams, it'll probably just be. New Zealand.
Yeah.
It would just be New Zealand.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, even though Issa is a great player, but Sevilla is a world-class player.
Yeah.
That's
a good point what you just made. If you take it in that.
If you have to smash those two teams together, it'll probably be All Blacks.
So, are we going to do predictions afterwards, or just going to say it now?
No, I think we'll go through the teams quickly, do a little analysis. And then obviously we'll go through it. Like I said, Argentina has beaten them, but it was also at that strange phase where New Zealand was for me very up and down.
Yeah.
They lost their way. I don't think necessarily they're back to 2015 standards, but I do think they found ascendancy now. The loss against France did them good as well.
And that's also why, like I said, I know they played Italy and they played Namibia in those 2 games and all that, but just it's as if they used that as such a good practice to get to that Ireland game.
Just to kind of gradually go, up their game slowly but surely.
Yes.
Just if we look at the bench, right? Even the bench. The bench is pretty strong, Brody Retallick is now on the bench now. Papahili.
I think that's also a very good call. Brody Retallick coming in on maybe in the second half, they're using the kind of bomb squad type technique there.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But for me, Nicolas Sanchez, Matthias Moroni is a quality player, but Damien McKenzie, Antonino Brown, also really good player. If the game opens up, New Zealand will beat them comfortably.
Yeah, especially with guys like Damien McKenzie and Antonino Brown coming on.
Yeah, the attacking. It's just I just like I said, I just don't see them winning.
Would you have started Anton Leonard Brown in this game rather than Ioane?
I don't think they'll change, Jean-Pierre. The reason for that is it is the game before the finals. You need to kind of build some form. You can't actually change too much. I don't think the key positions, they won't really change much, especially in the back line.
Because I think you touched on the previous video that he's the one guy that I had so much excitement for is Ioane. And he hasn't delivered really this World Cup.
I have to say the quarters he was for me. He was good. It was his best game for me in the World Cup.
But he hasn't broken the game open like he normally does.
Yeah, he's not a player that's on form, but I hope he doesn't get form Saturday.
Friday night. Like a few months ago, he was I think the most dangerous player in the world. Just the way he handles himself.
I would say for the past couple of years, he's been extremely dangerous on attack.
Yeah.
Not necessarily on defense, the best player, but on attack, he can be ruthless for us. But in any case, so I think it'll be an interesting matchup. We'll touch on it right now. So let's quickly jump into the South African game. I think the one strange thing about our lineup is exactly the same lineup.
Yeah. And Rassie's been going on the whole week about maybe he'll play Moody. Maybe there's to bring in John Klein and he's been playing the mind games really well this week. And then at the end of the day, they just choose the same team.
Yeah, so maybe he changes his mind about his team, but I don't think so.
I'm happy with it, by the way. Keeping it the same. I would have played bringing in Ioane. That was my.
Yeah, I think we both said I would have loved to have Ioane.
I love Vincent Koch, but I just think I wanted to start in Ioane with Nambi and Ox. Because Ox is just on a level on his own.
Yeah, I think for me, he's probably best scrummager in the World Cup thus far.
Yeah.
I do think he makes a major difference when he comes on.
Yeah, maybe that's the thinking about it. Yeah,
no, definitely. But again, just to quickly run through it. Obviously, Joe Marler came into the squad now. Joe Marler, for me, is overrated. I think he's more a character than for me a brilliant rugby player. He's a funny guy. He does strange things. A strange guy. But I don't think
you can't name him in the same breath as you do a guy like Stephen Kutzel.
Frans Meyer. Yeah. So I think he'll struggle. Jamie George, again, solid rugby player. Jamie George is actually pretty decent.
Yeah, he's a good player. A likeable player as well. Yeah. We've touched on that as well.
Dan Cole is just there for me. Like we mentioned last week, he's fine.
Yeah.
I just think, again, look, this might backfire, but I think if you look at player versus player, we've got the upper hand here, right? Yeah. We definitely have the upper hand. Looking at the locks, Moro Toji, is not a likable person,
but a good player.
It's a good player. Yeah, I think he's playing on reputation. And honestly, I don't think he's really good at the moment. But time will tell. He is a big moment type of player. But but if you look at the player for player against Eben, no, definitely not. And then George Martin, I'm very surprised that to replace Ollie Chisholm. Ollie Chisholm is a really good rugby player. I quite like him. He goes there, does his thing, and he moves on. Franco Mostert is a workhorse of note. Right? He just goes for it. He almost looked really disappointed he was taken off.
Yeah, it's I still have some left.
Yeah, why? I'm bleeding, but let me go. Give me a chance, coach.
Yeah, our guys enjoyed that. Eh?
Yeah, I really like that. I also just want to thanks for our new beer sponsor. It's not really a sponsor. We're just trying different beers to see maybe someone will come and do something for us.
I think Arjun just took the coldest beer in the fridge. So
so Windhoek is my preferred beer. Anyway, so off topic there.
Yes.
As we continue, obviously Courtney Laws, he is actually on form. He's playing really well. Their Lucy's are playing really well. Let's be honest. The England Lucy's are playing really well for me.
But Courtney Laws he's a special player. He's a and he can go to lock and he can play flank. He can play
like Peter Steph Moldish player. I wouldn't say the same player, but also he always puts it on 100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't shy away. He's not like the Mario Torje plays for the crowd and stuff. He just plays his rugby.
Yeah, he goes there, does his thing, he bleeds after every game. You know, he put in his hard day's work. Sia's actually was quiet to me in the quarterfinals. Sia was for me quite quiet.
Just listen, we didn't go through our guys here, so are we going through their guys first?
No, I'm just doing player for player.
Okay.
Player for player. So yeah, I thought Sia was kind of quiet.
Yeah, but they took him off quite early as well last week.
Yeah, it was interesting how they managed that. Obviously, the game management there was a bit different, and obviously the whole HI debacle. Yeah, so what? I don't really care. You know, if we can manipulate the
system.
Well, unlucky.
But also, I've read a lot about like Sia's 50-minute takeoff. They say when they want to go off. You know what I mean? They give you 60 minutes. Like Sia's a 60-minute player, as we said.
Yeah.
But if he feels he's done it now in 50 minutes, he's played.
He can go.
He can go off.
Well, obviously, Franco Morse wasn't there. So okay, cool. Just gonna go through Tom Curry. I really like Tom Curry. I think he's a really hard man.
Dangerous player.
Yeah, he can be in your face, but yeah, again, the Lucy's are really good. Peter Sedatoy, like I mentioned, big fan. I just think he's just a 110% guy, game in, game out, does everything. Even if he has a quiet game, still really good.
Yeah.
And then Ben Ols, obviously he had a game of his career. I don't know if he'll be that impactful against us, because obviously he can be, but I do think the physicality might be an eye opener for him.
Yeah, but he was good. He was good last weekend. He was my standout player for England. I know Owen Farrell got man of the match, but he was...
No, 100%. But, you know, if you look at your opposition, right, Fiji last, he will get space there. You know, you will get space against Fiji. With us, you probably won't. Especially not if you look in the collision points. I think he'll struggle to have the descendancy that he did, and also to get a lot of space. Look, obviously, up wide, you will always get space against us if you get the ball wide. Yeah. And I'll touch on it when we get to Owen Farrell, but I think as well, Dwayne Vermeulen, even though some people might say, yes, he couldn't really get into it, but he does get his hands on the ball a lot. He just didn't steal anything.
No.
But he does get his hand on the ball.
And he slows it down, and that gives us time to do our defensive system.
And he is the guy you want there.
Yeah.
He is the big moment guy.
Yeah, definitely.
He will be the guy that comes in there, steals the ball, and changes the game and momentum of the game.
That's like if you say it's World Cup final, we are 20 points each. Who would you want in the field, Dwayne Vermeulen or Jasper Wiese?
100%. In next week's
let's just not say stuff like that.
Cool. Just quickly, Alex Mitchell. You kind of like him, don't you?
Yes. No, he's like it's like the third scrum off that's come in for injury already before the World Cup and all that.
Yeah.
But he's a good player, and he played really good on Sunday. When did they play? Sunday, yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah, he played really well. So, Kobus Reinach will, I think, is still, and I'm not even the biggest Kobus Reinach fan, but still the better player there.
I still think. I think again, if the game speeds up, he will cause a lot of problems for you. He was also pretty good on Sunday. I thought he actually had a really solid game. Put a lot of pressure on you, and obviously if you have a go forward ball, he can actually be quite devastating for a team.
Yeah.
I'm fairly happy about Kobus Reinach decision because again he brings a different dynamic to Faf. Then Owen Farrell, the most loved person in South Africa. What a player! You know one thing, what he can do, he can expose us out wide.
Yeah,
he's got a tremendous box.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And they've done that a few times with May, Johnny May.
100%.
He gets Johnny May into this.
I won't forget that.
Yeah,
because he's got an extremely hard flat pass.
Yeah, but which can count against him as well with. Like are we playing at the moment? But
the thing is, the way we play is we will put pressure on you. They will start making risky moves, decisions. And then that's kind of when people usually make mistakes against us, and that's when we score.
And barring the World Cup final 2019, we didn't have his greatest game, but Owen Farrell always plays well against South Africa. That's a fact.
Yeah, I thought if they had to play George Ford, it would have been an easy win for us.
Yeah, because he's got the physical. He can match up physicality and
100%.
one of the guys who can. Yeah.
And then Elliot Daly, the older man now against Cheslin Colby. Again, if you look at their back three, they went for really tall players. Obviously, with the expectation that we will bombard them with high kicks. And obviously, Cheslin Colby, what else can we say? He's a world-class player.
Yeah.
Manu Tuolagi, David Linder, well-matched.
That's going to be good. That's going to
be interesting. I don't think Tuolagi is an 80-minute man. I think he'll struggle.
And Damien Elena just, again, under the radar good. How we played Sunday night. Like meters, tackles.
Yeah, he's 31 years old now. You know, he's done this before. He knows how this will going to play out. I've never really seen him play a bad game, South Africa. I don't think I've ever seen him play.
And there was a lot of calls for Estrazen to play, and Estrazen
well deserved as well. You know, he got a lot more game time for a reason.
Yeah,
because he manned up.
Yeah, and how old is Estrazen?
I think 29.
Okay, so they're kind of the same.
Yeah.
But it's awesome to have a guy like Damien and Estrazen at this moment. So
100%.
Yeah.
Then obviously Joe Marchand. Joe Marchand is good. I quite like him.
He played well on Saturday.
He's very busy.
Well.
He's a busy rugby player. He's got good feet. He's strong. He's abrasive. He runs hard. And then obviously JK, the man of the moment, JK Method, Jesse Creel.
My personal man of the match last week.
Yeah, I agree.
I know Bongi got it at the end of the day, but there was quite
that was strange. I think it was between Eben and JK for me.
Definitely Eben or JK. And maybe Colby for all he's done, but
for the big moments, but I thought it was strange Bongi. I don't know who made the decision. Anyway, so Jesse Creel, also a good matchup. I think Jesse's got him for speed, but he's tough. He's a tough character, so we'll see how much ball he gets. And then obviously Johnny May, good try scorer, but older guy now as well. They're not that fast anymore.
Also scores a lot of tries against us.
Yeah, but they are much older.
Yeah.
So both wings are older, and I don't think they're that quick. So I do think if we give our wings a lot of space, a lot of ball, they will probably struggle with it. And then Freddie Stewart is obviously, he's always plays well against us. He really does. He always scores against us. He's very good under the high ball, but I would love us to put the ball behind him. I don't know if you noticed, he turns really slowly.
Yeah.
So if it's like any big, because he's 1.96 meters tall, he's a massive tall man. So, but he turns slow. So if we can get the ball behind him, I think you'll have a tough day. I do think so. But it's interesting to see, and obviously Damon Williams, even minding the book, they'll probably just dominate the game.
Yeah.
I just think they'll run them.
And Damien Williams, we touched on it last week again. He's maturing now as an international fullback.
Yeah, he is.
And I think he found his position as well. Keep him away from fly off.
No, please. No, fly off.
I would never say no for him playing inside centre, because I think that'll be a great position for him as well.
That'll also work.
But fullback for now,
it's a safe bet. He's a clear like I said, replacement now for Billy. He's taken over from Billy.
Yeah, slowly but surely.
Billy will probably phase out now. He'll probably be done, I think, after this World Cup. If I had to guess. Cool, again, so obviously, if we look at our bench, really strong. They've also got a really good bench, I have to add. If I look at they've got a good squad here.
Yeah, they really do. That's why and it's the same players that played us last year and the year before that.
Yeah. So obviously Dion Fourie, good, Theo Dan, and then obviously their premium front rows, Ellen Genje and Carl Sinclair. I think this is some type of plan that they got these two on the bench.
Yeah, it's kind of
bomb squad, whatever.
They're trying to do.
I pretty much think it is. Carl Sinclair is good against other teams. Usually against us, no. Like we mentioned earlier, option chair, form of his life.
Yeah.
Vincent Koch.
You don't lose anything with the Vincent Koch.
Ergier.
Game changer.
Yes, if you look at they actually really have a bomb squad here.
Yeah, they do. They're playing all the players that I would have started if I was Bartlett.
Yeah, look, if Ben Old wasn't on form, Vunipola would have played. Even though I think Vunipola has passed his due date.
Yeah.
For a while already.
Yeah.
I think he's passed due date. I would have gone with that Sam Shepherd, one of those players. But yeah, they want a big strong man to come on. Obviously, Kwagga Smith, like we mentioned earlier. And obviously, Ergier, what can we say? The tall Viking, he's brilliant. Kwagga Smith, the big moment guy, he really changes the game's speed. And Danike, we touched on Danike as a good rugby player.
Yeah,
he's a good rugby player.
And he made a big difference again last week. So
I do think Fafel put him under pressure.
Yeah.
a couple of reasons for me. Danny Kerr doesn't move that quick anymore.
Yeah.
He's also getting on. Faf is really in your face all the time.
All the energy.
Yeah, and then 100 Pollard coming on the second half. If you make a mistake, more than likely there will be points.
Yeah. I think we've got the same plan. I wanted to go to game plan now, but you can finish with the last two.
Yeah, so quickly then, Ollie Lawrence, he's solid in the Oman Billy LaRue. Billy LaRue. Biggest complainer in world rugby.
But
He likes the P-bombs.
We love him.
Yeah, Willie is solid. Cool, so do you want to quickly touch on game?
Yeah, no, I just, something I didn't see from us in a while is that little cross kick up and under we did against France when we kind of scored twice from that.
Let's bounce the ball there.
It's bounced the ball, but that's
Worked
50-50.
But that's a plan, isn't it?
We normally did it with a box kick.
Yeah.
Now it's this little cross kick because the one thing about Marnie, his tactical kicking is on point there.
Yeah, excellent. Out of hand kicking.
Out of hand, yeah.
Out of hand kicking is really good.
So you think we're gonna try and do that again, or?
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
we will see. Look, they've got tall back three, but we should test him in any case. If it doesn't work well, I think we should do it. I think we should test him, see what happens.
Because I'd love us to just run at them. Just use our backline and the normal Damien Delende crash through, go wide,
and see what happens.
Use your Kirtley Orances and your Colbys and.
Yeah, I do think we should try and speed up the game. Obviously, make them soft. What still bothers me is we haven't done a lot of set plays.
No, we don't use our maul at all.
But also, what France doesn't give you opportunity to use your line-out or scrum. But they will give us loads of opportunity to do this.
But one thing is really evident that we could see on Sunday evening again. How fit is the Springbok team?
Yeah, look, I do think France put everything out there.
Yeah, but how to defend like that for that game must be. But that maybe can be said the same for New Zealand. Then how fit is New Zealand?
Yeah, but we know they're fit.
Yeah,
they are a team.
Yeah.
I sometimes think we fall off the pace in the last 7-8 minutes.
Yeah.
Because the way we play, the physicality takes out of you.
That's why we need our bomb squad. Because
we do need a bomb squad. We do need to dominate. We do need to lead.
Yeah.
I think
we do not need to lead in the first 20 minutes because we.
Yeah, we should just. I think if we manage the game well, we'll be fine. But yeah, look, very exciting. I'm not nearly as nervous as I was last week on this game. I do think.
But this is a potential banana peel.
Yes.
Game.
100%. But same with the New Zealand Argentina.
Yeah. Even worse.
So okay, cool. Let's quickly make predictions. I think everyone will kind of know what we're going to say. In any case, I'm going to say New Zealand comfortably. I just don't. If you have to do the comparison with the squads, I just don't think they've got what it takes.
I agree 100%. I did put 100 rand on Argentina
because of the odds.
Because of the odds. And just a Hail Mary. So, and I would love for Argentina to do it, just to.
Yeah, just to change it, but then it'll be too much. Easy final for us.
It's not gonna happen, and that's like it's not gonna happen.
No, it's not gonna happen. No. And then quickly, us against England, I think we will also win them comfortably. Obviously, I hope I'm not wrong, but I do think they've got a really good squad here. I think this is
They don't look bad on paper.
No, on paper it's a nice team. It's a good looking team. But the French team was also amazing on paper.
Yeah, but they're playing good rugby. This English team is not playing.
No, that's the thing. They're not like form. They're doing fine.
Yeah.
They had an easy pool to get here. Put it like that.
Yeah.
I think if they weren't in our pools, they probably would have been out.
We do have a timer, by the way.
Yeah, there's one. Okay, cool. So I don't know. Do you have anything to add? You feel solid?
No, very excited about the weekend's rugby. I can't wait. I'm glad they stuck with the guys who put their bodies on the line last weekend. I just think we're gonna win comfortably.
I also think so. Yeah. And again, guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. It was fun, and we enjoyed this a lot. And we'll do this every week.
Yeah, we know it's URC.
Yeah, we want to just say good luck.
We know URC. Good luck. We'll get to URC after the World Cup, but for now,
Stormers playing Lions, Bulls playing Scarlets, Sharks playing Munster.
I actually don't know.
Yeah, that's. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, everyone. Bye.